honestly, I love teaching. I love it. I mean, 2.5 years ago, I would have never saw myself here, and here I am. And you know, my colleagues look at me and they're like, "Wow, they just say, I've been a teacher for 2 years and I'm still new," and they look at me and they're like, "Really? It's only been 2 years? I feel like you've been here forever." I was like, "Yeah, it's only been 2 years," but I knew I made the right decision with teaching. I feel it every day I go in there.
I think I would just like to share with anybody that, you know, in this profession or who wants looking into this profession is that this is an amazing opportunity. It's an amazing job. You should definitely check it out. Go into classrooms, talk to teachers, you know, and get a good idea. But, you know, for people that are really just are trying to make a difference and really want to make an impact, then this is one of the direct ways. You know, I think about changing the world and changing, you know, some of the things that we see in society. And my type of, you know, theory on it is like, I'm not trying to change the people that are making the rules right now. I'm going to the source, to the people that are going to be changing things for the future. So this is the type of profession I really believe that you can do that in.
When you decide to do it, just know that you can't do everything all the time, and if you're not doing something a colleague is doing, chances are they're not doing something you're doing as well. So you have to pick what works for you and what works for your students, and just have confidence that you're doing the right thing for you and your students.
The first few years I started teaching, I had a great mentor, incredible teacher, and I wanted to be just like her. She was a great instructor, had a great relationship with the kids, and I saw that, so naturally I wanted to pattern myself after that person. And I realized that just because somebody does something well doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be right for you. So after the first few years, I kind of said, you know what, I'm going to be myself in the classroom. And after that, my experience was that the kids related so much more to myself, to the content. I found myself loving work. Not that I didn't love it before, but I loved work. I loved being able to come and be creative in my own way. So I'd encourage everyone, when you go into this credential program, you're going to see the way that people do this, but it doesn't mean that's necessarily how you have to do it. You're going to find ways that work for you. And I came up with a silly phrase, but it works for me. Your classroom is your kingdom, and you get the chance to run it any way that you want. It's not a power. This is not a Machiavellian power struggle. What it is it's an opportunity to create something that's incredible, and you get to make the laws. You get to create the expectations. And if I ever wrote a book one day, it'd be called Your Classroom is Your Kingdom, because what a cool opportunity. So my last name is Milton, and we have the Kingdom of Miltonia, and the kids, they go nuts for it, man. It's wild, and they buy in from day one, and that to me is what makes teaching so special. Is there is not necessarily a absolute right or absolute wrong way to do it. There's this target you're aiming for, and some of the kids are going to be on this side, and some kids are going to be down here. But if you can try to get as many kids as possible, I think you've been successful.
A lot of programs try and rush their teachers through because they know that they need a body in the classroom, but Sac State really takes the time to make sure that you feel comfortable when you go into a classroom. And I think that's really important because that really helps you feel more confident and in control and less frazzled, especially your first year of teaching. I know a lot of teachers that have gone in after doing online programs, and it's overwhelming, but here, you know, you have this great foundation to really lead you into it.